Imagine this. A $2,000 check landed in your bank account, not because of your tax refund or a stimulus bill, but because of tariffs on imports. Sounds unusual? That's exactly what President Trump claims he wants to deliver. On November 9, 2025, he announced on social media that a tariff dividend of at least $2,000 per person, excluding high-income earners, would be issued to most Americans. But before you start counting the zeros, let's break down what this means and whether it's actually going to happen. What is a tariff dividend? Traditional stimulus checks, like those during the pandemic, were authorized by Congress. They drew from the general budget. A tariff dividend is a different idea. It's a payment drawn from revenue the U.S. government collects from tariffs, import duties on foreign goods. Trump says his tariff policy is generating trillions of dollars, and that it's time to share these gains with Americans. He says a dividend of at least $2,000 a person, not including high-income people, will be paid to everyone. But there's a catch. No legislation has been passed yet. The details are vague. The idea remains a proposal, and one that faces major hurdles. The numbers game. Can it work? Let's look at the math. Suppose the plan pays $2,000 to around 150 million eligible adults. That's roughly $300 billion. The Treasury reports that the U.S. collected about $195 billion in customs duties through the first 3 quarters of 2025, but tax experts say, hold on, net revenue is lower once you account for offsets. One calculation puts the effective available amount at about $90 billion, so revenue may not be enough. Plus, there's a big how-to. How would this check be sent? Through the tax code? A new law? That's still unclear. Legal and political obstacles. First, legal. Many of the tariffs imposing the revenue are already under scrutiny. For example, the U.S. Supreme Court is considering whether some tariffs imposed under the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, IEEPA, were lawful. If tariff revenue is found to be illegitimate, it could be reversed, reducing the pool for any dividend. Second, political. Congress must act. No rebate law exists yet. Third, internal disagreement. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent has said the priority is using tariff revenue to reduce the national debt, not issue checks, and key senators have rejected the idea. For example, many Republicans prefer debt reduction over rebates. So what does this all mean if you're just a regular taxpayer watching this unfold? Don't assume you'll get a $2,000 check. Not yet, anyway. The plan is not guaranteed, and no official date or eligibility process has been announced. Stay alert for legislation or announcements. If work begins, you'll want to keep an eye on your income brackets. High income likely excluded, number of dependents, and how refunds are delivered. Beware misinformation. Previous rounds of stimulus checks were authorized by law. Any new payment would require congressional action. Rumors of checks inbound are just that until passed into law. So why is this idea resurfacing now? Several reasons. Politically, offering a $2,000 payment is a way to connect with voters and highlight the benefits of divided revenue from tariffs. Economically, Trump wants to show that tariffs are paying off and benefiting Americans directly. Symbolically, a dividend sends a message of shared prosperity, tying his trade agenda with a direct-to-citizen benefit. But critics say, if tariffs raise consumer costs, imports become more expensive, then the benefit may be outwardly positive but inwardly costly. The burden may fall on everyday consumers while the payout appears generous. So, will you get your $2,000? Maybe, but not yet, and not guaranteed. Keep your eyes open, stay informed, and don't base your budget on a check that may still be weeks or months away. If you found this video helpful, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell to stay up to date. Drop a comment below. Would you accept a tariff-funded payment? Why or why not? See you next time. Stay smart, stay informed.